So they gave me two options. They said, Nick, you either stop selling shit outright and we don't expel you, you just go on and be a normal student, or two, you sell the chicken wings alongside the school. So I'm saying, okay, I'm like, what's the splits? He was like, oh, there are no splits. Like, all the money would go to the school. I said, nigga, what? I always need a cut when I record a video, but who gives a fuck, bro? What's happening, y'all? It's Nick. We back again for another video. Y'all see, I'm back in my fucking apartment, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, semester 2 of school. Y'all know I'm in college, you know what I'm saying? I go to Minnesota. Shout out Gophers. I don't know why I just threw that up like a fucking gang sign, but who gives a fuck? I thought I should get out like one more YouTube video before I actually start tomorrow, so I'm gonna record this today. But as y'all see, title of this video, story time, the time of when I sold chicken wings at school, almost got my ass expelled. It's a pretty interesting story time. Obviously, it's not like losing my V card, first heartbreak. We don't get to all that, I promise. I just want to get a little more emotion, you know what I'm saying? Get a little more viewers before I start telling them stories, because I know, you know what I'm saying, it's some shit that make a lot of niggas laugh. But for now, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna stick to like just a little shit. But yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Sorry if the like mic is fucked. I'm like standing up, as y'all can see. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it'd be more interesting if I'm kind of like moving around and shit. Some niggas say I move too much though. Some niggas say I got ADHD. I've never been tested for it. I probably fucking do. We don't get right into the story time. I don't want this shit to be too long. But yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so this story takes place my junior year of high school. Now, junior year of high school, it was pretty interesting for me. You know what I'm saying? Up until like spring of my junior year, which is when this story time takes place. I was playing basketball, but I actually quit. So I had a lot of free time on my hand. Usually like in springtime when you hooping or really any sport, you know what I'm saying, most of your time, even in the off season, you grinding, you trying to get better at it because you think you're going to be one of them niggas that go to the league. I knew I wasn't going to be one of them niggas who went to the league. I wasn't even having fun playing no more, so I quit. I had a lot more free time on my hands. And just like every other nigga who realized he not going to make it in this sport, I started, you know what I'm saying, I want to get to the money. I want me a job. I want to be one of them niggas who could drive the fast cars, you know what I'm saying, private jets, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. I always told myself like I wanted my own business one day, you know what I'm saying. So I told myself, let me get started now. Let me think of some shit. Now I knew before, you know what I'm saying, you start your own business. In the beginning, you do gotta work for other people. It's good to get a job as a high school student. Honestly, I didn't get a job till Five Guys. This story takes place right before I got the job at Five Guys. I realized I was a broke ass kid, you know what I'm saying? I had like $500 from like Christmas and my birthday had just passed. You know what I'm saying? I had shit to pay for. I was a junior, you know what I'm saying? I had a girl at the time. Obviously not no fucking more. I don't give a fuck about her no more. If y'all want the story time on that shit, let a nigga know down below. But anyways, I had a girl at the time. Prom was around the corner. I had a lot of shit to pay for. There's a lot of things I wanted. I wanted clothes just like every other fucking high school student. But like I said, I ain't had no car. My parents couldn't take me to work and shit because they had work and I had to take my sister places. But, you know what I'm saying, I knew I was going to get a job soon. I was going to get my whip soon. But before that, I had to figure out how to make some money. So I go online, right? I'm looking up like how to make money as a kid, how to be like successful in life. All like the internet gurus, all them niggas was saying the same thing. They was like, find a skill that you got that other niggas don't got and see how you could turn that skill into a way to make money. See if you could like sell that skill, you know what I'm saying? So I tried to start thinking of shit I was good at. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really good at too much of shit, bro. At least things that can make you money. I mean, I was pretty fast. I actually ran track that same year. I was good at school, but I wasn't trying to like tutor niggas for money, bro. I wasn't trying to fucking tutor the niggas at my school. The niggas at my school didn't fucking give a fuck about school. Niggas was doing money spreads in the bathroom with the fucking Amiri jeans sagging, BB Simmons belts, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas didn't give a fuck about school. Them niggas, you know, just wanted to get money. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame them for it. But I wasn't finna help no nigga that didn't want to be helped. Niggas complaining when I'm trying to teach him how to do the fucking Pythagorean theorem and shit, all right? The one thing I could actually do though, and was good at, and I was like, okay, I can actually make some money off this. My dad, a few months prior, taught me how to use the grill. He didn't teach me how to make anything crazy. It was just like, you know what I'm saying, chicken wings and like, you know what I'm saying, chicken breasts. And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if niggas will buy this shit, but it was just a thought I had, okay? That very next day, when I watched that video, and I was like, okay, maybe I could start selling, you know what I'm saying, chicken wings at school. I'm not sure how I could do it, but you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna think about it. I ended up bringing some chicken wings to school, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have like no fucking lunch box. I brought them in literally like this fucking Ziploc bag. I grabbed a paper plate from the cafeteria and threw that bitch in the microwave that we had. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I was eating these bitches like it was my first class. I had like a biology class. That class was fun as fuck, you know what I'm saying? All the science classes be funny and shit. Now, usually in these story times, I don't say no niggas' names, but you know what I'm saying? My nigga Simeon, he was in that class. He don't give a fuck if I use his name. He watch all my videos. He be tapped in with the stream, so like it don't even fucking matter. I was eating wings. He was like, "Hey Nick, man, let me see what you got. Let me see what you got." You know, he was one of them niggas when a nigga got food. He always wanted a nigga food. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even blame him. The wings did look good. So I gave him one of them wings. You know what I'm saying? He told me he was fucking with them too. He was like word for word. He was like, "I ain't gonna lie. This is exactly how he told me. Like, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. You need to sell these bitches." Cause I was like, you know what? As soon as he said that, I was like, that's it, bro. Cause I started thinking to myself, I'm like, it makes sense. Niggas don't want to eat the school lunch, bro. We had to pay for the school lunch, and it was still ass. But if I could sell wings like once or twice a week, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure niggas would tap in, okay? So that same day, I go home, I grab my phone, I go on my Snapchat, I make a post, you know what I'm saying, promoting like a private story. I just called it like wings. I told niggas, I think I was like, I'm gonna start selling wings at school. If y'all niggas want some, y'all can tap in. I'll be honest, I didn't know if niggas was gonna join or not. But like 20 different niggas joined. Some of the niggas didn't go to my school and they were saying like, could I bring it to them? I didn't have no fucking car, so I was losing out on money. But it was a couple niggas who stayed on the private story and was like, oh, like I'll just pull up on you, grab it. So I made some money doing that too. So that was nice. It was like 8 niggas from my school who actually like, they joined the story and they texted me. It's like, hey man, what's good with the wings, man? You know what I'm saying? What flavors you got, this and that. I post the flavors, niggas start sliding up, they let me know what they want. I was selling 8 wings for like $9. I didn't have no fucking size, bro. I didn't feel like making like fries and shit. I also, like I said, I was selling this shit the next day, so they was like in the refrigerator overnight, which is kind of ass, but like I said, niggas still ate them, niggas still fucked with them, because, you know what I'm saying, it's better than school lunch. But, you know what I'm saying, in my head, I'm like, okay, if this shit really take off, like, I'll eventually start doing it, but for now, I'm gonna just stick to the wings, right? Maybe, I think I started throwing niggas like a bag of fucking, like, chips I had downstairs. I think they was stale, too, but, like, I didn't give no fuck. I'm just playing, I didn't do that shit. But anyways, I make the food, I grab, like, this duffel bag that my dad gave me. He used to, like, put his shoes in there and shit when he went out of town. I put all of them in there, threw them bitches in the fridge, went to sleep, and then I went to school the next day. I'm texting niggas, trying to see where niggas at. I was trying to sell all of them during lunchtime, but my school had different lunches. They had A lunch and B lunch. So I had B lunch, so I had to, you know what I'm saying, I was in class when some of the niggas I was trying to sell to, you know what I'm saying, had lunch. So I kind of had to figure that shit out. For the most part, it worked. I sold out, you know what I'm saying? Well, obviously, I knew I sold out. The niggas told me what they wanted. I put their names on it. It was no confusion. Gave them shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it was $9 for 8 wings. Some niggas kept it player, you know what I'm saying? Gave me a few extra dollars as a tip, you know, that was appreciated, you know what I'm saying? It's not expected, but always appreciated. Another thing that's not expected, but always appreciated, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to a nigga, man. Subscribe so I can start getting haircuts and shit for videos, you know what I'm saying? My shit be fucked up. Anyways, I sold 7 things of wings. I came home with like $90. I'm like, damn. I started thinking about shit. I'm like, bro, that shit only took me like an hour and a half, 2 hours to make, because I had a pretty big grill. It could fit like damn near like 70 wings on it. So it didn't take long to make. It was cheap to buy like the little containers, and people was fucking with us. I'm like, okay, this shit might go somewhere. On top of that, like I said, I was selling these bitches at lunchtime, and niggas had the wings, and other niggas was asking, he's like, where you get them from? Like, cause they saw a couple niggas in the lunchroom had them. Like, bro, I just saw so and so had them. Like, let me try one of them. More people was fucking with them. That same day, I took my phone again. I posted the story link. I swear to God, 50 niggas joined from my school. I was like, so when I posted on my story this time, like 30 niggas wanted wings, right? And I was like, damn, like I did the math. You know what I'm saying? 30 times 9, that's 270. So that's a lot of money, and that's untaxed too. It took a little longer to make the food because it was more people, but still it would have took like 4 hours max, you know what I'm saying? My dad, you know what I'm saying, he didn't have work Sunday, so I didn't even help me, you know what I'm saying, because he respected the grind. I took 15 with me the first day. Like I said, I still had the fucking duffel bag. Now, this was around the time teachers started to get suspicious because they saw me with this big ass bag and it looked heavy as fuck. I put like one of my hoodies over it so I couldn't see what was in it. I knew what I was doing was like against the fucking school code of conduct, because them niggas actually caught me. I think they caught me selling like clothes one time. It was either clothes or candy. I can't remember. Like my freshman year of high school. I thought back then like maybe they was just tripping because it was like COVID, but it was like really against the rules. Like that's what they told me. So, you know what I'm saying, I knew what I was doing was bad, but I was making too much money, you know what I'm saying, not to not do it. So I'm walking around, you know what I'm saying, I'm giving niggas that shit at lunchtime. Teachers start getting suspicious. They start seeing niggas with the same like little box. Like, where these kids getting these wings from? Obviously we don't fucking sell and like make wings as good as these. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of asking kids like where they get them from, but the kid, you know what I'm saying, all my friends knew. It was like, oh, we just brought them from home, like, you know what I'm saying? The teachers couldn't really say shit, you know what I'm saying? If they said they brought them from home, they brought them from home. Now the second day when I brung the second batch, this was the first of the 2 times where I almost got caught. Well, the second time, like, I did get caught and I got called into the office, but I'll tell that in a little minute. But both of the times, it wasn't my fault. It was like a nigga indirectly telling on me. So the second day, like I said, I brought in the next batch and I'm walking through the halls, bro. It's this nigga name. I'm not gonna say his name, bro, because, you know what I'm saying, I don't know. Actually, you know, his name's fucking Dylan. He was a grade below me. I was a junior. He was a sophomore. We walking in the hallway. It's not even passing period. I forgot why I was walking through the halls. Maybe I had like a study hall, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that. But I see that nigga in the hallway. It's me, and we finna like brush each other's shoulder. Obviously, like, we saying what up as we getting closer to each other. But in between me and him is the principal's office. And it was this like the school dean, like the lady who be telling niggas to get to class and shit. She walks out. As she walks out, and this nigga Dylan coming towards me, he like, Nick, bro, where the wings at? I look at this nigga, I'm like, because the lady, she heard, and obviously they know all these niggas is getting these wings. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, they didn't believe the shit about fucking everybody suddenly bringing wings to school. They knew they was probably getting it from somewhere. So when he said that kind of like clicked in her mind, and she kind of just like looked at me. I tried to like play it off. I was like, oh man, like, I ain't make none of mine today. Like, did you make you some today? It was bad, bro. But when he did that, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I texted that nigga after we both went to class. I'm like, bro, like, you finna get me caught up. Like, and I wasn't trying to fuck this up, because I was making more money doing this in less time than most niggas my age do at another fucking job. So I'm like, God damn, my nigga Dylan, why you trying to sell a nigga back? Obviously he wasn't trying to, but it was like, damn, you gotta be careful about that shit, bro. Now, the third and final time I sold wings at school. This time I think it was the same amount. I had like 30 niggas, but this time nobody canceled on me. You know what I'm saying? I did the same shit, split it across 2 days. And, you know what I'm saying, I was going to bring that shit to school, and it was going to be clean. You know what I'm saying? I was going to make another, you know what I'm saying, 270. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, some niggas was tipping. And it was going to be smooth. First day, I'm giving out this first batch. It was my 4th hour class. I don't know why the fuck this nigga did this shit. It was a nigga on the basketball team. He was 6'8", couldn't fucking dunk. I was fucking with him though, you know what I'm saying? He was one of my friends, you know what I'm saying? He tapped in with the wings, you know what I'm saying? So I respected him. This nigga texted me while I'm in class. He like, bro, like, you got the wings? I'm like, yeah, bro, I got you at lunchtime. Like, don't even trip. He's like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of hungry now. Can I come get them bitches now? And I'm like, you know, in my mind, I'm like, damn, like, this nigga can't wait. But I guess, like, you know what I'm saying? He a customer. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? To satisfy the customers. You know what I'm saying? The customer is always right. Not really, but, like, I'm just trying to make money in high school. I'm a broke ass nigga. He texts me, he like, can I just come to your class right now? I'm like, no, but like, we can meet in the hallway. I can give them to you in like the fucking bathroom or some shit. But if you want, we just like go to the fucking staircase. I'll just give them to you. He cashed at me. He was like, all right, I'm on my way. I'm like, nigga, what? What you mean? He's like, what class you in? I was like, I'm in Miss Streebit class. You know what I'm saying? It was my business class. Who the fuck is calling me? Oh shit, it's my dad. Hold on. I ain't gonna lie, I lost train of thought because we was on the phone for like 10 minutes. But he was just checking on me. Shout out to Pops. So this nigga asked me what class I'm in. I'm like, I'm in Miss Streebit class. He's like, okay. When he said that, I'm like, no way this nigga's about to come here. Like, is this nigga finna wait outside? I'm thinking like, okay, if this nigga wait outside, like, I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. I can just tell her I'm going to the bathroom. I gotta fucking explain to her why I got the fucking bag or some shit. But I guess I can just grab his shit and like put it under my shirt, ask to go to the bathroom. As soon as I raise my hand to ask to go to the bathroom, tell me why this nigga peek his head through the doorway. This nigga had like $9 waving that shit in the doorway. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, what is this nigga doing, bro? Now the way the class was set up, the door right here, right across is her desk. So she easily saw this nigga, and I'm all the way in the fucking back. So he's like, yo, Nick, you got it? Like, this nigga being loud as fuck. She mid-lecture. I don't know why I did this, but I get up and I hand him the shit. I sit back down, he leave. She was like, what was that? I was like, oh, like, I just sold him, you know what I'm saying, some food. I was just being honest. She was like, oh, okay. So she was cool about it. I don't think she told on me. I think the person who told on me was the lady that saw fucking Dylan's ass, you know what I'm saying, yell that shit in the hallway. But later that day, I don't know, maybe she did, but Miss Streeby was always cool. Shout out Miss Streeby. Later that fucking day, I get called to the principal's office. I'm like, oh shit, like, what's this about? I instantly knew what the fuck it was about. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But I go in there, you know what I'm saying, I sit down. I instantly knew what the fuck it was about. I was a good kid, you know what I'm saying. I never got in no trouble. I was in sports. I was in AP classes. Like, all my teachers fuck with me. I was a good kid. Always on my best behavior. I knew either they was finna tell me, like, I was a good student or, you know what I'm saying, it was gonna be about the fucking food, but I knew it was about the fucking food. They sit down, bro. They sit me down. They trying to do, like, the little small talk shit. They asking me, like, how things are, you know what I'm saying, how I'm doing in sports. You know what I'm saying? How class is going. And they're like, so we're here, we have reason to believe you're selling chicken wings on school premises. And I'm like, yeah, like I was selling, you know, some chicken wings. I was just trying to make money, you know what I'm saying? I told them the reasons, all the same shit I told y'all at the beginning of the video. I'm saying I got a girl, prom around the corner, you know what I'm saying? I'm a kid, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting older. I just want to, like, buy shit for myself. And like, yeah, we get that. But, like, and then she the principal, it was actually a dude. He got, like, really, like, stern at the time. He's like, well, if you keep doing it, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna have to expel you. And I'm like, oh shit. Like I said, these niggas caught me selling shit freshman year. Obviously, I'm not selling, like, fucking drugs, but I guess selling shit. The reasons they gave me, they said, like, one, it goes and works against, like, the fucking lunch line. Because our school, like, we had to pay for lunch. We got free lunch my freshman year, but the rest of high school, we didn't. But they said it was competing with the lunch ladies and shit, the lunch line. I thought that was bullshit. It was only 30 niggas buying shit, like, once or twice a week, as opposed to the fucking, like, 1,200 kids that went to my fucking high school. But, you know what I'm saying, it's whatever, you know what I'm saying, it's their rules. Second thing they said, it was, like, this group called APSI. It was, like, a government, like, I don't know, they went to, like, they had this, like, field trip to, like, Washington, D.C., and they were also, like, selling, like, chocolate bars and shit at the time, and they said I was competing with that. And I told me, I was like, Nick, like, if we catch you doing this shit again, like, we gonna have to call your parents. We gonna have, like, we're going to expel you. Like, we're gonna take this to the fucking, what the fuck is it called? We're gonna have to take you to the fucking district office, and there's gonna be, like, a court hearing about it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, holy shit. So obviously, I completely stopped that shit. At the same time, I was like, bro, like, I'm missing out on fucking money, and I'm trying to tell them that. I'm like, guys, like, come on, like, this is a school, y'all supposed to foster growth. I feel like y'all supposed to support me in doing this. They're like, yeah, well, not when it works against us. So they gave me two options. They said, Nick, you either stop selling shit outright and we don't expel you, you just go on and be a normal student, or two, you sell the chicken wings alongside the school to help the wings go, you know what I'm saying, towards the fundraisers, you know what I'm saying, field trips, you know what I'm saying, all that type of shit. And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying. Now I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, maybe they'll buy the wings and shit, you know what I'm saying. I'll make the wings or whatever. Obviously, I could probably do that shit at school. The wings would be fresh. You know what I'm saying? That might actually bring in more money if the school helping me do it. So I'm saying, okay, I'm like, what's the splits? He was like, oh, there are no splits. Like, all the money would go to the school. I said, nigga, what? I literally said, nigga, what? Now, I didn't get in trouble when I said that. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a white principal. You know how white people get when you say the N-word. They know, like, you can't really tell a nigga if he can or cannot say nigga. I'm like, nigga, what? And I'm just like, you know what? Like, sir, I'm going to just stop selling the wings. You don't got to worry about it no more. After today, you won't see nobody eating them fucking wings at school. So that's basically the story time. How I almost got fucking expelled. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about doing it still, but I was like, nah, bro, like, I can't get expelled. I got too much shit going for me. I had some, you know what I'm saying, some scholarships. I was, you know, I had a good, pretty, like, academic high school career. I didn't want to fuck that up. Eventually, though, when I did get a whip, I started delivering shit. So that was nice. I was charging a delivery fee too. So I made a few more bucks doing that, and then I got the job at Five Guys. But that's basically the whole story time. I know hopefully it's not too long. I see I've been recording for fucking 32 minutes, so I'm gonna try to edit this down, cut out the bullshit. But anyways, I appreciate y'all niggas tapping in. If y'all want to see more story times, you know what I'm saying, leave a like, tell me what y'all want to hear. But yeah, I'm gonna see y'all niggas in the next one.
I know that I'm young, but I know what I want. Close to the sun, I can light my blunts. It ain't no trust and it ain't no point. People I love, they created the scars. I finally see who they taking me for. Easy as shit, we be making it tough. All these niggas on your trail, but I want you all to myself.